struggling trying to get in here a long time. You're gonna have to earn your way. Sure hope you can make it.
I'm gonna try. Thanks a lot.
Change. Everybody changes. That's all a part of growing up. As long as when you change for the better, I really don't think nobody could be mad at you. At least I ain't mad.
Even though we separated, you told me you wait. Don't get nobody my loving while I be locked up state. I kissed my mama goodbye and wiped the tears from my lonely eyes. Said I'll return, but I gotta fight to fix the ride. Don't shed a tear, mama, I ain't happy here. I blew trial, no more smiles for a couple of years. They got me going max. I'm knocking busters on their backs in my cell, thinking hell, I know one day I'll be back. But as soon as I touch down, I told my girl I'll be there, so prepared to get loved down. My homies wanna kick it, but I'm just laughing at you. Y'all play too many games, and I ain't mad at you.
She was pregnant with me while she was in prison, and a month after she got out of prison, she gave birth to me. So I was cultivated in prison. My embryo was in prison.
Lasan Parrish Crooks was born on June 16, 1971. Afeni soon changed his name to Tupac Amaru Shakur, derived from the name of an Incan chief who was torn apart by Spaniards.
You can look at it with a 3 strikes law. You can look at it where they're building more jails. They're starting to sell jail space. You know, jail is big business. Believe me, I'm in jail. I see the big business. They charge you for your telephone calls. They charge you for disciplinary problems. Jail is big business. You know, you can feed a whole town off one jail. This jail is in the middle of a town that feeds everybody. Everybody works here. This is the main income. So if there was no criminals, nobody would work. You gotta start peeping the game. The game is the game of life. You gotta start peeping how they're doing it. And if you see it, you can see the little signs that says that the guns are turning away from, you know, Europe and Russia and Iran and Iraq, and they're turning to us. All their resources and all their jail sentences and all their powerful weapons and technology will be the enemy. So unless we stop it now, regulate it, we're gonna end up crashing against a wall. Then, you know, do what you can to give back to the community that you raped. He said that. If I die tonight, he said that. An outlaw where I said some dudes in a mask coming to shoot me, I said it, you know what I mean? And it ain't easy. I'm talking about being in jail. You know what I mean? And the judge not letting me out on bail. I mean, I said all of these things and then it happened.
My attitude was fuck it because motherfuckers love it. He tells you, it's all there. He says, I'm a man of many acts. Please understand my history, a man of many acts. He tells you, but he doesn't come out and say it to the media, but he throws it in his literature, in his work.
I definitely feel for the mothers. I understand it's always going to be drug dealing. I understand it's always going to be violence, but we just need to regulate it so that we can at least have like a peaceful zone where we can all be cool, you know, or else we're going to all die. We're going to all be destroyed. And it's cool to talk about it, to recognize it, but I mean, how many times can we say the same thing? You know what I mean? I know it's a way for us to get out the hood, but what are we running to? You know what I mean? Once we get out the hood, shit, they don't want us over there. I know it's not good. If anybody speak up against violence, it'll be the brother that got shot 5 times. I got shot twice in my head, all up in me. Trust me, violence ain't cool. And they know violence ain't cool. Ain't nobody out there with a gun saying it's cool to be shooting people. It's just, you know, it's certain situations where there is no way out. But there are situations where we can find a way out. But until we find that way out, we can't say not to live this lifestyle. You know what gang violence is, mostly, and the people don't want you to hear this? Somebody shoots your family member. So of course you retaliate. You know what I mean? Same thing the US does, except nobody even shot their family members. You know, they see somebody bomb a school and all these people get killed, so the United States feel like, oh, that's messed up, we gotta go show them who's the real killers. That's the same mentality these gangsters get. America is the biggest gang in the world. You know what I mean? Look at how they didn't agree with Cuba, so what was cut them off. That's what we do in the street, we block things off.
Like a movie, gang violence is scored with hip-hop. Conversely, some hip-hop feeds off of gangs as a source. But where the rest of the world saw an absolute evil, Tupac envisioned a positive spin. A notion rooted in the militant organization he saw in the Panther Party. Self-preservation.
I think gangs can be positive. It just has to be organized. and it has to steer away from being self-destructive to being self-productive. I think this country was built on gangs. You know, I think this country still is run on gangs. Republicans, Democrats, the police department, the FBI, the CIA, those are gangs. You know what I mean? The correctional officers. I had a correctional officer tell me straight up, we the biggest gang in New York State. Straight up, you know what I mean? So this whole country is built on gangs. We just have to not be so self-destructive about it. Organize, you know? If you got somebody dealing drugs in the community, make them pay for the community center. And if they don't want to listen, then you turn against them. You know what I mean? We pay taxes. When the people in LA, after the rebellion, when we stopped and there was a truce, nothing happened. Did we get any jobs? No. Did we get any relief? No. But every time there's a flood, an earthquake, or a thunderstorm, America will give mad millions to somebody because their house broke down. They don't care if we stop the violence or not. They don't care about gang violence. You know what I mean? Every time that Bosnia gets shot up, any place gets shot up, they send them a whole bunch of millions in food and packages from Somalia, everywhere. Everybody getting food but us. So we don't want the gang violence to stop. So they can't ask me to tell them to stop the violence, because I can't tell nobody who's hungry what to do unless I'm ready to feed them. Then I'll tell them what to do. You know what I mean? I feel like people know I didn't do this. They saying right now, they still say Tupac Shakur rape charge. I'm not convicted of no rape charge. I want to make that real clear. My charge was sexual abuse, forcibly touching the buttocks. That's what they charge me. I'm innocent of that, but that's what I'm in jail for. Okay, so stop being cowards and let's have a revolution. But we don't want to do that. Dudes just want to live a character. They want to be cartoons. But if they really wanted to do something, they was that tough. All right, let's start our own country. Let's start a revolution. Let's get out of here. Let's do something. But they don't want to do that. They want to pimp our communities and portray this image that they know we all can't survive and make it. And that's what I saw. Now, if I was dumb, it'd be cool. It wouldn't be my fault. But it's my fault because I'm smarter than that. I do have another way I can say this. It doesn't mean that I don't feel that way no more. It just means that let me be as smart as them or smarter. No matter what these people say about me, my music does not glorify any image. My music is spiritual if you listen to it. It's all about emotion. It's all about life. And it's, you can look at my recent album, Me Against the World, the title song, Me Against the World, where it has lines that says like, can you picture my prophecy? Stress in the city, the cops on top of me. The projects is full of bullets, though bodies is dropping. They ain't no stopping me. Constantly moving while making millions. Witnessing killings, leaving dead bodies in abandoned buildings. Can't reach the children cause they illin'. Addicted to killing and the appeal of the cat pilling. Without feeling, but will they last so be blasted. Hard-headed bastard. Maybe he'll listen in this casket. Now how does that glorify thug life or gangsterism? I don't see how that does it. I don't understand how that could be, how you can say, you know, we're the cause of all this violence. I've been getting the blame for everything that Thug Life ever did. Everything, anybody can say Thug Life and then it always comes back to me. I done had policemen get killed and I get blamed for it, and you know, all type of violence and I get blamed for it. They reply, read what people say, watch people. Cause you can fake for a long time, but one day you're gonna show yourself to be a phony. You know what I mean? And that's what these, you know, a lot of people are doing these days. My only fear of death is coming back reincarnated. You know, I don't have no negative feelings towards nobody. It's not like I'm gonna get out and go shoot somebody up. You know what I mean? I know who shot me. I don't care about telling the police none of that. I don't care about none of that. You know what I mean? Whatever, I'm still here. You know what I mean? In fact, more than I deserve, but that's all good to me. Cause I always been a fighter, always been a soldier, always been a struggler. Can't nothing stop me but death itself. You know what I mean? So as far as what I have to say to other people, I don't really want to come off like I got the answer, I'm finna teach y'all. It's not like that, I don't got the answers. I just try to speak about things that affect me and about things that affect our community. And I try to do it from a viewpoint of the watcher. Sometimes I'm the watcher, sometimes I'm the participant, and sometimes it's just allegories or fables that have a moral or have a theme, underlying theme. And measure a man by his actions fully, from the beginning to the end. Don't take a piece out of my life or a song out of my music and say this is what I'm about, because you know better than that. Not a player of females, but a player of life. This game of life is a game, and you have to play it to the fullest. I would tell each and every person out there, don't forget about that clicking up thing, you know what I mean? Be to yourself, stay to yourself, trust nobody. trust nobody. You know what I mean? Straight up. My closest friends did me in. My closest friends, my homies, people who I done took care of their whole family. I done took care of everything for them, looked out for them, put them in the game, everything turned on me. Fear is stronger than love. Remember that. Fear is stronger than love. All the love I gave didn't mean nothing when it came to fear. But I'm a soldier, I always survive. I constantly come back. You know what I mean? Only thing that can kill me is death. That's the only thing that'll ever stop me is death. And even then, my music will live forever.